Hello and welcome back to another episode of ForestCard Urban Exploration. Today we're going to be exploring something that I think most if not all of you, will be pretty familiar with. And if you haven't guessed it already, let me give you a couple more hints. Well, it's somewhere that you probably went to a few days a week, at least for a good portion of your life. Most of you, anyway. Maybe not all of you. Maybe some of you did this type of activity at home, or maybe not. And hopefully it's coming into clearer view as I slide down this slide, but perhaps you think we are going to be exploring a playground today, urbanly. Well, let me put some of those qualms at rest. What we're actually going to be exploring is what is, to my knowledge, an abandoned elementary school. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain. I mean, it is the middle of summer right now, but I've never really seen any, actual activity happen in this elementary school. So, as far as I know, it's been abandoned for quite a long time, which, is not something that makes me super hopeful about finding any entrances or anything that would be, an area that we could access. And I don't want to, break in or anything, because that's super illegal. But, if there's a door or two that's open, maybe we find our way in. But I'm not super hopeful of that, because I think this place has been abandoned for quite a while. As you can see, it's growing some, moss and things of those natures around here. It does have quite a lovely playground that is still in use. The residents of the town, as far as I know. It's pretty neat stuff. You can see here, this is some sort of shed, which I imagine the janitorial staff would use, or the facilities cleaning crew and all that sort of stuff. Kind of hard to see inside. I doubt, because most of the time doors like this, pull doors, are locked up pretty tight, which I wouldn't blame them for being. Okay, so this kind of door makes me a little bit more hopeful, just because it's the type of thing where, the push-pull doors seem to lock as soon as they close. Something like this makes me a little bit more hopeful that, maybe it was unlocked. And actually, we can be doing a service by going in here right now and locking things up for them if it is indeed unlocked. All right, so that one is locked up pretty tight, but that happens, Maybe we'll find ourselves a good entrance somewhere in a different spot. You can see into here a little bit. It's pretty hard to see. I think this is kind of like a kitchen area or something along those lines. Kind of hard to tell from over here, but maybe we'll be able to get a closer look a bit later. It smells pretty bad over here. I think there's some animals that have been nearby, although I can't confirm that, obviously. Okay, what we got in here looks like a bit of a gymnasium. Not a gymnatorium, because, it's, I don't think they have that kind of thing. Yeah, no, I don't think we're going to be getting in these push-pull doors. Getting a good look at all the lockers in there. Pretty cool stuff. See, the library still actually has some books in it, which is pretty crazy. This is what I believe to be a classroom. Looks pretty clearly to be as such, although I can't know for sure without being inside. Which may prove to be, you know, kind of impossible given the circumstances, but maybe we'll be able to find an entrance on the roof or something, I don't know. Or maybe there's a side entrance that I didn't see before that we can try and find. Another classroom in here. Looks like they actually have a pool table, which is pretty interesting for a school. It's another classroom in here. Some games and etc. Posters on the wall. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty crazy stuff if you ask me, in fact. Over here, let's see. This is another classroom. Now, I'm not seeing like a ton of classrooms. It seems like there really aren't a lot of classrooms in this tiny little building. But, you know, after all, it is just a little elementary school. So I don't know what you would expect. Oh, thought that was bees for a second. I think this is, we'll look into the boiler room type area. Pretty neat stuff. Overall, though, you know, it's a pretty small school, pretty small stuff, but it seems like there's some interesting stuff left behind. So let's see if we can't find an entrance that is still open, or see if we can, you know, maybe ask someone if we can get a little preview of the inside. Maybe sneak, see what's up. Oh my God, there are some very beehives in there. Look at that. I don't know if that is visible at all, but they're just ripping through that area. Oh my God, that one is super full of bees. I should probably back off a little bit, but that entire thing is just, the entire ridge along that wall is just riddled, absolutely riddled with bees, which is, you know, not super great, not super positive, if you ask me. As you can see up there, though, their gymnasium actually does extend pretty high up. It's got very high ceilings for just like a, you know, an elementary school style gymnasium thing going on there, which is pretty cool. That's pretty neat if you ask me. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, that's a pretty locked up still, I think. I guess when they were closing this place, they managed to lock things down pretty securely. Hey y'all, brief interjection, future me here. Sorry for the quick interjection. Apologies. You can tell it's future me because I'm not scouring around the school building anymore. I'm at the playground and I'm just bouncing on this bouncy thing. And also my glasses are different because I lost my round ones, unfortunately. But that is not the point of me interjecting. The point of me interjecting is to say clearly at this point in the video I am obviously very demoralized. And I think that kind of came through on my energy a little bit, so I'm very sorry about that. But I was kind of not expecting to be able to get into the school building at this point, and I was sort of feeling bummed that I was going to have to scrap this video. But since you're watching it, you can probably see the surprise that's coming. But at the time, I was very, very shocked to see what happened next, to the point where I kind of didn't have much of a commentary for a little bit, so I apologize about that as well. But hopefully you like what happens next as well, as much as I did. Yeah, so let's get back to it. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make a brief explainer for you, I guess. I don't know. As you can see, things have deteriorated quite a bit since the closing of this school. I mean, even the brick and cinder block stuff seems to be pretty overgrown at this point. We don't really have someone tending to the grounds as often as they otherwise might. This is so strange. As you can see, they have a spider infestation now that this place is kind of abandoned. This is crazy. Microwave is still on. That means this place still has power. Oh my God. Oh, I thought I just heard someone coming through that door over there. Whew. Okay, that's still locked, so. Feels so weird seeing an elementary school like this without any elementary schoolers. I mean, not that I'm normally, in elementary schools, but it's just really what. There's no fire extinguisher in here anymore. The glass is pushed in and the fire extinguisher's gone completely. Seems a little bit dangerous for people, like me. Although I guess they probably don't have people like me in mind when it comes to this stuff. I cannot believe this place still has power and that they didn't take any of it. It honestly looks like people just got up and left in a hurry or something. It's really weird. Because there's still basketballs and wiffle balls and soccer balls and nets and stuff out. That's so strange to me. You would think they would like clean all of that stuff up. But I guess not. Also, I find it really weird that the kitchen is completely unlocked. I mean, is that like, I don't know, at the very least that feels a little bit dangerous to me that they left the kitchen completely unlocked, even if they're just locking up the building normally, like you would think, right? Hey everyone, it's your future boy again, here with another quick interjection in the video. So the reason I'm interjecting this time is to explain the rest of the video commentary track is going to be me dubbing over it now. So you might notice that there's no like ambient sound of the rooms and stuff. That's because I stopped talking once I exited the gym because I was really spooked that someone was going to find me in there and I would have to run away immediately and be very scared. So I kind of stopped talking and I didn't want anyone to catch me and I was very scared. So the rest of this commentary is dubbed after the fact and maybe I'll put some music over it or something, but that's why there's no like ambient sound and it's just me talking over B-roll. Okay, well, let's get back to it. Whee! Woohoo, that slide works a lot better than that one does. If you ever go to an abandoned playground, don't use the silver metal slide, it kind of sucks. Use this plastic one, way better. Anyway, here's what happened after I opened those gymnasium doors. I walked straight into one of the classrooms. Now these classrooms were kind of incredible. They were filled with fantastic posters that had been sun bleached from the early 2000s, seemingly. They were basically the equivalent of like, hang in there with the cat. There was a nice full sound speaker in there still, so I kind of messed around with that for a second. Checked out some drawers, found some paddle ball things for that classic game of pong, you know. Messed with some cabinetry, which is always fun. Oh yeah. More ping pong supplies in this closet as well, which was always great. Always a great find. Nice to know that this school supported ping pong so much. That was great. This is that pool table that we saw from the outside earlier. Pretty cool stuff. Still got its billiards stick as well, which is always nice. There's some kind of toy contraption there, which I don't really know what it is. An old crackly seat, very clearly showing the age of this place, because that has also been sun bleached, but I guess leather reacts a little bit differently. Now you can see me encroaching on what I believe is the other classroom here, which is always fun. I didn't have a chance to swing by the library or anything because, again, as I described earlier, it's kind of freaking out by this point, and I really did not want to push it. It was full of Easter supplies, which I thought was really interesting, and unfortunately I could not get this door to close as much as I tried, but I was really trying not to make noise, so I just kind of left it cracked, and hopefully that was okay. I think it was, but you know, I don't think they'll mind me leaving one door cracked, seeing as that I was already kind of, you know, maybe there without proper permission, but it's fine. Again, with those incredible posters, a nice microwave, worse than the one that was in the kitchen unit, surprisingly, but you know, it's always good. Nice clear chalkboard, beautiful view of the playground. And again, some more incredible posters. Actually, these ones coming up here in a second are my favorite. Not these ones, but the ones that are coming up here in a second are actually my favorite posters of the bunch. Love these ones. These, I really like the drawings on them. I really love that. I think it's very pretty. And you can see that little antique fire drill sign up there as well, which is always fun. Some nice paintings in the hallway. And then to finish things off, I swung back into that weight room that I snuck in through, and after that, I headed out of the building and I made my escape. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed my commentary as much as I enjoyed making it and going back and shooting some quick interjections to make it all make sense, which was very fun for me, then please, please, please feel free to like and subscribe, share it around. You don't have to, but if you really liked it, I would love that, and it means a lot to me, especially considering it's a very small YouTube channel. So it would mean a lot. Really, the fact that you made it this far in the video is already, that's already thanks enough. I really, really genuinely appreciate your viewership. It means the world to me that anyone has watched these videos at all. So the fact that you've made it this far is just really, thank you so much. All right, well, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.